It used to be a tradition in Louisiana that families would spend All Saints' Day cleaning and repairing the family tomb. For many, that tradition has faded. Unfortunately, that means the tombs are falling into despair. However, families have a responsibility to maintain their property. And joining us today to talk about a program called Caring for the Family Tomb from Gambrell and Peak, joining me now is the founder and, of course, the principal. Her name is Heather Veneziano. And also joining us is Jerry Shane. He is the Community Relations Director for Lake Lawn Metairie Funeral Homes and Cemeteries. Welcome to the show, beautiful people.
Thank you.
Hey, Malik.
So glad to have you all on, and this is so fascinating to me because, you know, I didn't think about this, but I'm glad you all have a program going on now so families can know about this. First, I want to ask you, Jerry, okay, this is happening on Sunday, November 6th, right?
That's correct. I will mention to you also the Saints are not playing that day for the football fans.
Yes.
They're playing on the Monday night game, so we have a wide open afternoon.
Good to know, yeah, and it's happening from 1 to 3:30 p.m. And Heather, tell us a little bit about this event. What can we expect?
So to start off the event, we have a video that we pre-filmed in St. Louis Cemetery number 2, where we have a conservation specialist walking people through how to care for their family tomb, how to clean it, answering some common questions. Following that, we'll have a panel discussion by a couple cemetery operators in town. We're also going to have a representative from the state's Cemetery Response Task Force with us. And then we're going to talk about the New Orleans Cemetery Database, which is hosted by the Historic New Orleans Collection. And then following that, it's a very long day, even
But
though
it's gonna be a good
2
day.
hours, an excellent day. Jerry's going to give a tour of Lake Lawn Metairie Cemetery.
Yeah, and Jerry, I want to ask you, you know, how did this partnership come about? Because it's really a collaboration between you and the Historic New Orleans Collection.
That's correct. It's our 150th anniversary of Metairie Cemetery.
All right.
Metairie Cemetery is a very historic cemetery and is Forbes and Business magazine named it one of the top 10 most interesting in the world. So that's pretty much you know, good for us there. We wanted to wind up knowing that Metairie had the history we had, wanted to reach out to an organization that we thought we could synchronize with. And through that, the Historic New Orleans Collection. And when we found out what type of program they were offering, it was just going to wind up being a natural fit where we could wind up educating people, our funeral and cemetery families, to different things related to their tombs.
And you know what I find so interesting, a lot of things about this day is going to be interesting, but the tours. Y'all are doing optional tours. Tell us a little bit about what a tour of Metairie Cemetery is going to look like.
For those who wish to, after the presentations, I will wind up having a tour to go through Metairie Cemetery. Metairie Cemetery, for example, has 9 Louisiana governors buried in it. It has numerous mayors. It has all kind of military figures in there. Andrew Higgins. It has community leaders. It has business leaders. The Copelands, the Bensons, Ann Rice, Alton Oshner. You get me on a roll, I could go on and on.
Well, it's unbelievable because, and that's what I love that you're on the show today to talk about, because I did not know that, and obviously you are going to give the people the opportunity to really see, literally, Louisiana legends where they are lying to rest. And you know, Heather, I want to ask you this, you know, what do you hope the goal of this event is, if there is just one?
I think to empower families with information about how to care for their family tombs.
It's so important. And is this open only to people who have tombs at Metairie Cemetery, or is it for people who are looking or just want to be prepared for when that time happens?
Yep, it's open to the general public. It's free and open to everyone. So we encourage everyone, even if they don't have property within Metairie, to join us.
And it's going to be live streamed as well, right? So if people can't come, they can watch it online, and it's also going to be archived?
Yep, it will be broadcast live on the Facebook page of the Historic New Orleans Collection, and then it'll be available for viewing through their website afterwards.
Good to know for sure. And you know, Jerry, when you hear 150 years of Metairie Cemetery, what do you think about, like, that's unbelievable and it's admirable as well.
Oh, definitely. Listen, New Orleans Cemeteries has its own unique culture, or what have you. We're just fortunate in relation to Metairie Cemetery, 150 years. I mean, that's families' legacies. You stop and think about that, you know, and it's really, these cemeteries are places of importance. And we're proud to be able to do some things in reference to educating families to how to upkeep their tombs.
I want to thank you all so much for joining us this morning. Great information, and everybody, don't forget this event is coming up on November 6th. If you want to learn more about caring for the family tomb, that's the name of the event. You have to register in advance. Head over to hnoc.org or give them a call at 504-523-4662. Again, it's all happening at Lake Lawn Metairie Funeral Home. The address is 5100 Pontchartrain Boulevard in New Orleans. It is free and open to the public with an optional tour of Metairie Cemetery following the program.